Hey y'all, it's Anime Game, and today I'm going to be reviewing episode 23 of Utau. And I gotta say, this episode of Utau was yowzers, yo. Now, let me explain why this episode was yowzers. For one, we made a fuckload of plot regression. Because, for one, Takia finally found the psychic for Colin that he's been looking for, because it was actually in the neck brace thing that he had in the prison, and he managed to get it out of him, and there was a sidekick in there. So I do love that kind of stuff, and it makes sense too because they're reminding sidekick also. So that was nice. So for the most part, we've resolved that plot point. Now he just needs to find the reflector device so that he can give it to Kana. And another thing about this episode that I really enjoyed, aside from that, we made plot progression in regards to Takia and Amanda's relationship. It's progressed more. They actually had sexual intercourse too, which was pretty nice because these two have bonded through all these extreme circumstances, and they've always had nice chemistry with each other. So them actually having sex, and considering that there's a chance that Amanda could possibly die, it would make sense, you know? I mean, they might as well do it in case they die. So I also like that elements in this episode too. It actually was really, really sweet and endearing. So I love that about this episode. And then in addition to that, also enjoyed how in this episode you have Eriko give Takia's memories back from the Mio arc. That was pretty cool. And in addition to that, you have them finally infiltrate the castle. And at the end, Takia finds where Yuno's at. But Yuno currently is possessed somehow by the Emperor because she's trying to attack Takia. So in all in all, this episode didn't dick around. All these elements happened and they did not feel rushed at all. I felt it was properly paced. So from a story standpoint, this episode was fan-fucking-tastic. From a character standpoint, it was even more fan-fucking-tastic. And let me explain why. With Takia, you now see he's really selfless at this point, because there was a scene where he was wanting food. And this guy offered him food, but then he told this guy, you can have the food if you want it. But then the guy told Takia to no, eat it. And I like that sequence because it shows you Takia's selflessness. And then I like how they expanded even further. Because when it came to Devon Carts, when they were discovered by the Empire soldiers, he told them straight up run so that Takia can take on one of the strongest soldier in the Empire instead. And I like that, seeing Takia risk his own life and putting himself in a much harder situation. It shows you again how now he has more of a selfless nature and he's willing to sacrifice himself to save people to a certain extent. At least people that he's close to, whether it be male or female. And I like that too. Because in the previous episodes of Takia was saving women, which is cool. But now seeing him save men was also nice too, you know? It shows you that Takia is more than just a womanizer in a way. And I like that, you know? So, yes, he is. Yes, this is real. He's a womanizer, but he's also a selfless man with a hero-like personality who saves anyone, and I like that. So that was also another cool feature of Takia's character development. And additionally, I like the character developments too, because right before they stormed the castle of the Emperor, he even told Amanda that, why don't you take Elia's sword? And Amanda wanted Takia to keep it instead. I also like that too, showing off how much he cares about Amanda, because he wants her to have the strong quality sword, but Amanda wants Takia to have it instead. So scenes like that really demonstrate the greatness of Takia's character, while at the same time the writing staff makes sure to have Takia pitching a joke here and there to make you remember that, yes, while Takia is more serious, he still has that playful personality of making jokes and all that. And that's what I also really love about this specific episode. It makes Takia feel into a really nice and natural character. And with Amanda, I love the character development. Now that you actually see her really care about Takia, that scene was really sweet when she told Takia to keep Elia's sword. And so that was actually really fucking cool. And that scene where she actually wanted to have sex with Takia was pretty nice. That was pretty cute and sweet because they've been building towards that in the previous episodes with the way they've been bonding. So I also like that too. And seeing the way she motivated the resistance too to infiltrate the castle was also a nice sequence, showing off her charisma And all these elements were nice. It makes Amanda into a fleshed out character in the small span of episodes. So that's why I felt it did justice to her character. And then the plot twist of actually being the masked woman was also nice because it's going to set up Takia for an emotional situation. I cannot wait to see where that goes. And I guess I was on the money there because, yeah, that masked chick ended up being which I always thought it was because, again, like the hair, just gave it away completely. So that was also another cool thing I enjoyed about this episode. And aside from that, they're doing really well from the character standpoint. I like the moments they gave to Dale on cards too, I gotta say. And in addition to that, I also thought the animation art looked nice. The sword choreography when Takia was blocking the hits of was pretty nice. And then his expressions of surprise when he finds out that Sword Lady is his own daughter was really well animated. So I really like that. And the animation was good too during the comedic sequences, like when Takia tried to make his face look different, but he failed. That was also some nice animation here and there. So the animation actually contributed to the script and it elevated it. Art was pretty nice too. Nothing was off model this episode. Soundtrack and voice performances were great, and that's why taking all this in consideration, I'm gonna rate this episode a 10 out of 10, y'all. So no ways, y'all. These are my thoughts on episode 23. Be sure to comment out your thoughts in the comment section below on how you felt about the episode. Rate the video, subscribe, share, comment, and I'll see you guys later if you come back for more. Alright. Thank y'all so much for watching, everyone. Have a great, safe day. Bye-bye.